This is going to be an easy one. This is not going to be too complicated. Here you're going to have two broads talking, and you already know when two or more broads are talking, you're going to hear the most insane, nonsensical things that you'll hear from them, particularly when they're talking about men. So, yeah, we're just going to let them talk. It should be a short clip. It shouldn't be too long. But they're going to explain what they feel is important to them in quote unquote in a partner that they're with.
I am learning that I need somebody who can, for the lack of better words, put me in my place.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Put me in my place.
Yeah.
That's exactly
And it doesn't mean, you know, he's going to come home and beat me, because I think that's where people's minds go to, but he needs to have very strong boundaries.
Yes.
Because I find a lot of Western men don't have strong boundaries.
Yes.
So it's just like, whatever you say goes. And I can't have that, because I know myself, I will lose respect for you. If you can't say no to me,
100%.
I will lose respect. I am learning that
Guys, please avoid chicks like this. This is a this is a DV case waiting to happen. Women like this is a DV case waiting to happen. This is he was an alcoholic. You know what I mean? I didn't know I was going to be marrying an alcoholic. This is one of those cases waiting to happen. So you men need to avoid women like this like the plague. You need to put me in my place. Guys, don't fall for it. Do not fall for that. Now, she's not wrong per se, but don't do it. Don't do it, guys. Any men that are listening to you, listening to me, please. If you're meeting a woman and she's saying stuff like this, you need to put me in my. She's gonna be starting arguments with you. I'm talking about out of thin air. She's gonna be creating unnecessary drama. She cannot bring you peace. She cannot bring you peace. You know, first of all, you're not supposed to be really giving women what they want anyways, just in general, because their minds, it's they watch too much 50 Shades of Grey and all these novels where where it's where their sexual fantasies is borderline abuse. Most of particularly women like this that have been in the game for so long, like women like these, like clearly this is a girl. She's got to be late 20s, but she looks early 30s, but she's late 20s. White women, they just age really bad, particularly blondes. But how do I say this? Most of women's sexual fantasies, particularly the women coming up, it's borderline abuse. They want you to choke them. They want you to spit in their mouth and want you to be slapping them and all. Like they want you to do all this type of stuff. They want to put handcuffs put on them. They want all types of chains, whips, all that. They want to be physically and like damn near. It's a blurry line between what they want and abuse. And I believe as a man, if you're dealing with a woman that like saying stuff like this and saying, "Oh, I want a man to pick me up and do it all," you probably should avoid that woman in terms of a serious relationship, because she's just going to drive you crazy. And then at the end of the day, she's going to paint you as an abuser in some shape of fashion. This is the same woman, like she's saying, "Oh, I want to be put in my place," but then she's going to complain about. I'm talking about at first, she's going to be like, "Oh, I like how he put me in my place and whatever." But then at the end of the relationship, she's going to be like, "He was abusive. He was financially abusive. He was verbally abusive." You know what I mean? So the same thing that she said that she's attracted to is going to be the same thing that she's going to use as the reason you were this, or you were the reason that you were that.
I need somebody who can, for lack of better words, put me in my place.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Put me in my place. That's exactly
it. And it doesn't mean
here we go. Then this is where they're going to contradict themselves.
No, he's going to come home and beat me, because I think that's where people's minds go to, but he needs to have very strong boundaries.
Yes.
Anyways, what is this podcast called? Catamania. You can't make this stuff up. Let's look at the ats of these broads. Zhana Flex. Let's look at some of these broads' Instagram profiles, if I can. I don't think they'll let me, but let me see. So Zhana Flex, this is the blonde Caucasian woman, I think. Yeah, she's actually, believe it or not, she is in her late 20s, but she looks like she looks she looks late 30s, but she's actually in her late 20s. That's the thing about, yeah, she's like she's late 20s,
What's
but
up, hooligans?
yeah, she's late 20s, but but she looks like late. She looks mid to late 30s. So yeah, let me not go into. Let me not completely diss her, man. Trying to see. Yeah, it's just, but particularly, like, I will say this, man, because I don't want to come across that I'm just completely dissing Caucasian women. I'll say this, and people might disagree. People might think this is messed up, but I'll say this: Caucasian women are amazing from ages 18 through like 23, but like after like age 23, 24ish, you're kind of pushing it. I'll say this: basically, after college age, they're living on borrowed time when it comes to them being like attractive and them hitting the wall. You know what I mean? And it's no disrespect to Caucasian women. That's just that's just a facts. They're amazing in college, amazing, but after college, it's borrowed time. It's like really, it's really borrowed time. So shout out to Zhana Flex.
I am learning that
Let's check out the brunette here.
I need somebody who can, for the lack of better words, put me in my place.
Yes, exactly.
So let's check out this broad. Let me see what she got here. Cristina Cataman. Okay, so she's the one, 395K followers, right? Let's see what we got here. We got a link tree. It better not be what I think it is. It better not be what I think it is. Okay, it's just a website here. She got a catalog. Oh, Lord. Eastern European dating. $8 book. A cultural guide, Eastern European dating. And let me check her page. Does she have a man? Probably not. Oh, Lord, man. Oh, man. I feel so bad. Like, all women do is sabotage each other in terms of when it comes to dating and just dating advice. They just sabotage each other. That's all they do. And I'm looking at some of these videos, and then when they decide to finally collab with men on their podcast, they choose the fruitiest looking ninjas that they can find. And when I say ninjas, I really mean men in general. They find the fruitiest looking men that they can find to collab with, or they find suspect men that they can find. Did I even share the tab? I wasn't even sharing the tab. Let me see. Yeah, they find the most suspect ninjas that they can find when they finally decide to collab.
Your parents and my parents, they came from a different era. It was like the generation, I call it the generation of savages, where their parents were tough on them. They had just a brutal time being alive and putting their lives together. That's why we're all fucked up, because we
anyways. Host of Catamania. So let's check. So we're probably going to be seeing more content from this particular pod. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be seeing more. It's gonna be more videos like that showing up on my Explore. It's gonna be more. It's definitely gonna be more.
I am learning that I need somebody who can, for the lack of better words, put me in my place.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Put me in my place.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
And all women are gonna say this to an extent, but most women are not disciplined enough. Well, most women. Well, I'll say most women want to be. Most women want leaders in terms of men, but they don't want to be led themselves. They're not willing to listen. You know what I mean? They just want to say that they have a leader as a man, but in their mind, it's like, we can have two leaders. We're co-captains. No, there's no co-captain, nothing. It's I lead, you follow. If that's what you want. If you want a leader, all right, I'll be a leader. I'm a leader, but you have to follow. I have a plan. You must follow. You must obey. You must bow down.
It doesn't mean, he's going to come home and beat me, because I think that's where people's minds go to. But
no, because because we know when you broads say stuff like this, he needs to put me in my place. We already know it's an uphill battle, and that could end up going wrong easily.
He needs to have very strong boundaries.
Yes.
And if we have strong boundaries, most women are not going to accept that, especially if she doesn't deem you quote unquote high value or a high functioning, whatever terms you want to use.
Because I find a lot of Western men don't have strong boundaries.
Yes.
So it's just like,
So so now Western men are being accused of, first we were insecure and now we don't have strong boundaries. So which is it?
whatever you say goes. And I can't have that because I know myself. I will lose respect for you. If you can't say no to me,
100%.
I will lose respect. I am learning.
Okay. That's enough from her. That's enough. That's enough nonsense for now. But you see the nonsense that men have to deal with? Any third party watching listeners. So let's look at the comments. It says, have enough respect for yourself and control of your emotions to not need to be put in your place. Shout out to this lady right here. But like I said, it takes a mature person, or you know what I mean, to say this. But like I said, it'll be women in their 40s, in their 30s, they'd be still talking like this, talking about, I need a man to put me in my place and all that. I need a man to provide. They'd be in their 30s and their 40s saying these nonsense. One guy say, women say, I want this. Man, okay. Women say, I hate this. Yeah. Classic tale as old as time. He said it's a trap. He's so controlling. I'm strong and independent. It's gonna go from put me in my place to he's so controlling in a second. When you break up with her, she's gonna say you controlling. Or if she's complaining about you to her demon or hyena of friends, she's gonna talk about how you controlling and you narcissistic and all that. Somebody says, so you're looking for a partner to constantly fight with. He said, so somebody said it best. He said, so women are basically children and need to be put in their place. Got it. Exactly. Somebody said, don't fall for it. Women say one thing and mean something else. He said, gentlemen, you absolutely have to stop listening to women regarding what they want. Focus on yourself, focus on your body, principles, finances, and confidence. Women who are attracted to you will come. He said, and then you give them boundaries and you're controlling. Yeah, I was about to say, men, run as fast as you can away from this type of woman. Like I said, especially when you'll hear it from like Latinas and black women, particularly Latinas and black women. If you hear them say that, you need to. I'm talking about that is a DV case waiting to happen. Same with her. This is a DV case waiting to happen. She's a DV case waiting to happen. Do not give them what they want. Focus on what you want as a man and what you're looking for.